Team Quilpie 2017. This is what we got up to. We left Maryborough and headed for our first overnight stop in Chinchilla, where we stayed at the INC church. We ministered to some locals there through LAC before heading off to Charleville INC for another stopover. We ministered in the church, and it's wonderful to see Leanne doing prophetic art, which our youth had prophesied over her previously. Graham preached and set some youth on their journey of faith, and then there was a wonderful response at the altar. He asked Joy what she would preach on.
God healing people.
God healing people, okay. What stories in the Bible do you know about God healing people?
Any story?
Any story? Can you think of one?
Yes.
Which one?
The man that couldn't walk when the guys pulled him over the house into the house.
Into the roof?
Yes.
Oh, yes. And he got healed by God, didn't he?
Yes.
That's awesome. And what do you reckon is the best thing about God?
That he's a good king.
He's a good king, isn't he? He loves you so much.
Yes.
Absolutely. I reckon one day you're going to be an awesome little preacher. I reckon you could preach about healing.
Yes.
Got a dream for my country and the people of this land. Got a love for Australia, I know you'll understand. I've got a hope for the future, for the black man and the white.
All your names were amazing, but after much deliberation and many, many votes, drum roll please, the new machine, as named by a Quilpie kid, is going to be called the Dunkinator! Yeah! Riley named as the Dunkinator. He had the first pick of the word. So
Forevermore!
22 children and youth began their journey of faith with God this week. Our trailer made the 2-hour trip from Charleville to Quilpie on the road with very little telephone reception, and as we pulled into Quilpie, the springs snapped, which we're so grateful they happened there and not on the road, which could have been disastrous. We had some great times thanks to some local friends. We went go-karting, climbed mountains, went gem fossicking for opals, we visited the lake, we did all sorts of fun things. Really hard to say goodbye to the locals. Some travelled in to have LAC with us, and we just had really nice times. Then it was off to Lofty Ridge to visit Darren and Lisa Stiller.
We're telling you, Darren.
With a faith that through the hard times, good times will always come again. I thank God for Australia.
This trip was a great opportunity to have fellowship with friends who are geographically isolated, to minister in churches in rural and remote Queensland, to spend time with friends who are on the land and suffering terribly from the drought, and believe with them for rain and good times that will come again.